After a hard time in my life, a particular time I thought I couldn't sing, I thought I couldn't smile, but he gave me this little song, and I trust that it should be a blessing to you. I've had many tears and sorrow. I've had questions for tomorrow. There've been times when I didn't know right from wrong. But in every situation, God gave me blessed consolation, that all my trials come to only make me strong. I've been a lot of places, and I've seen millions of faces, but there were times when I felt so all alone. Right there in my lonely hour, it became a precious lonely hour, for Jesus let me know that I was his own. Now I can say through it all, oh yes, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, oh yes, I've learned to depend upon his word. So now I thank God for the mountains, and I thank him for the valleys, and I thank him for the storms he's brought me through. For if I'd never had a problem, I'd never know that God could solve them. I'd never know what faith in the Word of God could do. But now I can tell the world that through it all, oh yes, don't you know I've learned to trust in Jesus? I've learned to trust in God. Let me tell you that through it all, oh yes, oh I've learned to depend upon his word. Every child of God here tonight, you ought to thank God for every mountain. You should thank him for those valleys, or you should thank him for those storms, oh, that he's bringing you through right now. Oh, for if you never have a problem, you never know that God can solve them. You'll never know what faith in the Word of God could do. But you can stand like a soldier and say that through it all, or sometimes through the fire, but through it all, oh yes, don't you know I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Oh, through it all, my Lord, through it all, don't you know I've learned to depend upon his word. Through my sickness and pain, I've learned to depend upon his word. When the doctor walked from my bed and shook his head, right then I learned to depend upon his word.
Thinking I'm gonna start cutting carbs. I need to drop my belly fat.